So I got all excited, I got everything tore off, and then I realized I still had a lot of time left in the day. So then I started making a brake pedal because I gotta cut the brake pedal up and reposition it for the mid-control floorboards, our floorboards. And I realized that we should probably film this. Which you already missed a good bit of how I marked it, measured it, and everything to know where to cut it, but you'll see where it goes from now. Microphone. Basically, I set it up and I cut this at the exact plane of the floorboard, just below the floorboard a ways. And then I cut this guy. I just put it up behind there, eyeballed it where I wanted it in place, drew another line on the back side of this, cut it to match. I'm gonna weld these dudes together right there. Actually, I'm gonna tack them together. We're gonna do a bunch of test fitting and that kind of stuff. And then if it's good, I will trim this off, blend all this shit in really nice, and then I'm gonna make a little diamond kind of stylish backing plate for it to make it a little extra strong. And then it will go to powder coat. Hopefully it's that fast, it's that easy. Never is though. Just a nice little fusion tack there. I'm gonna tack the other side up with just a little bit of filler probably. And we're gonna put it on the bike and we're gonna play around. We're gonna play the imagination game again. Good looking brake pedal, don't you think? Tribal. Probably do some nice tribal design work through here. Make it look really bitchin', brother. Covering up my microphone. This coach is extremely itchy. It's got 10 years of fiberglass in it. I'm gonna stick this back on there. We're gonna put the bike down. I'm gonna put my feet up on it. Make sure it feels good. It's where I want it to be. All that good shuck and jive. And then if it is, I'm gonna weld the whole thing in, shape everything, and then plate the backside with something neat. Looks nice. I'm gonna put it on the floor, put a seat on it, hop up on here. Floorboards they move back into mid-control position, so normally they're up here, and the brake pedal is up here. So we moved them back, and they're up. So it's got to come back and up, but you got to keep as much throw on it as possible. So you got to keep as much length. You kind of want to curve it, like you got that carrot disease in your dick where it curves all weird. That kind of seems about like where a seat's gonna be. So far I like it, but this angle is real abrupt. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna kind of C-notch this in the back, do a little V, and tilt this just a little bit, so it's more on a flat plane with my foot instead of being abruptly against my foot. And I think I'm gonna call it good, shape it and do all the finishing shit, but first spot is beautiful. I can hack a little V right there, and then just tilt it back a little bit and weld her back up. A little V-notch. I'm gonna pull this cover off, put it in the vise, and crank on her a bit. Look at that. That looks legit. Look at that. Dialed. Well, I'm gonna weld it together and call it good. And I got a long ways to go. I make it sound way too simple. I'm gonna weld everything, clean everything up, reshape it, make a backing plate, just because all that should probably be honestly fine. Let me see how it looks, then we'll decide. thing's got a little bit of a gap. I don't want it to pull one way or the other, so I'm going to just tack the shit out of it really good. And then weld away, probably stitch weld the whole thing. Real deep penetration, because I'm going to sand all that shit smooth. And try and blend everything in and make it look like just one solid piece when I'm done. Look at how pretty that is. Chrome makes a nice color when you get it hot. Live from Cincinnati, I've got what's starting to look like a brake pedal. Almost. I got to fill in the ends. I ground these down, and then I'm going to fill these, dop bop. And then we're going to do some more fitting and some grinding, and then probably some more filling so it all looks flush. And it's going to look like factory.
Why are you holding it there?
Got gas coming out of it. You want to shield it from oxygen as long as you can. So usually run like a 10-second gas burst or so afterwards. So when it's cooling down, it cools down in the gas. And it helps it cool down properly. Some kind of shit like that. Makes it stronger. She's looking a lot better. I still got all these little spots. Gotta fill that, blend all that. Just gotta keep filling it in and working it until it looks like a factory brake pedal. She's all pretty. She's gonna go to powder coat. It looks really hard to get off here. That's what it looks like. But she's like a factory pedal. I cut, shortened, changed the angle back like 4 inches, and then put a little V in here, tilted this guy back so everything's the same. Still have a whole lot of throw. It should be a good brake. It looks factory. Here, let me give you them sexy pose shots. There's upside down. You like my holes? For the full video, go to Kruesi Originals OnlyFans for all the spicy content. Oh yeah. Pretty sexy fucking brake pedal right there, ain't it? I know I'm pretty horned up. But other than that, I'm done for the day. It's Thanksgiving. Now it is, at least. Not when you watch this. But happy Thanksgiving, and I'm going home. KruesiOriginals.com, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Everything that's on this bike is on KruesiOriginals.com. Thank you very much. Peace.